This ain't your average, just them good vibes in the middle of the madness. In a good place, let them know what's happening. Let's take it all around the world with a passion. We talking politics, check, relationships, check. Do it for the culture if you really trying to flex. Got 4 brothers on the go, ready, set. From the suburbs to the projects, we got the beers and the ball heads. I'm talking beers and the ball heads. We got the beers and the ball heads. We the one with the beers and the ball.
What up, y'all?
What it do?
Y'all know what it is.
Big ball heads.
8 o'clock on the dot. Now it's time for us to rock. So come on in, tell a friend. We're gonna be here till the end.
Coming from the dome. Bars.
Yeah, we gonna jump right on in. We're not even gonna waste no time because this subject, man, it's a nice one. I know it's gonna be very interesting. Man, yes, sir.
I don't see the controversy in it, but what's the title of the show tonight? So everybody can be prepared. They can
date single mothers, right?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. If they date them.
Have you ever been in that situation?
Mm-hmm.
So
I love single mothers.
Yeah, but with children,
love them.
With children,
just choose not to date them.
You just choose not to date them. Okay.
Some of them, it's circumstance.
Okay, well,
we can get it.
Since we started, we're gonna go on and do a check-in.
Yeah.
And then we get right back to it. Trev, how you feeling this week, man? What's going on with you?
All is well.
Good.
All is
well. Bart, how you feeling, brother?
Man, if you get any better, I'm gonna start cussing.
Oh,
things are great.
Man. Kanoom, since you already, man, you on the roll already, brother.
Now, this is not me playing the violin and the sad story. I'm sharpening the knife. Sharpening the knife.
Man, cold.
So we can get into it tonight.
Cold, brother.
That's the knife. That's the knife.
Oh, wow. Man,
hey,
like a barber.
Hey, well, you know that guy that played the violin? He was a great swordsman, too. I'll tell you about that.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I just can't think his name right now.
Chevalier de
St.
George.
There he is.
Yeah, he was a great swordsman.
Right.
But anyway.
You live off of Anzac?
Nah.
Maybe.
Swordsman off of Anzac. That would be different.
Maybe he had some cousins over there, some distant cousins.
What about you?
My week is good. Oh, okay. Well, shit, hit me up. Let me know how. Is my daddy your daddy?
What did they say? That's my buddy Chris.
Huh?
What's up?
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna jump right up in here, man. And my week is good, man. Blessed, So let's pick up where we left off before we checked in. Kano, you were saying?
Mm-hmm. And I ain't scared to say it. let me scoot up a little closer.
Oh no, we need that. So yeah, we need you with that, so we can hear you. The audience, everybody can hear you.
Okay,
the magnet film.
Yeah,
it's probably in your app, Scott.
Yeah, it's probably somewhere. We're gonna find it. I don't think the topic is great because it's not just men that don't want to date single mothers. It's not that we hate single mothers. Mm-hmm. It's just options. Men should be able to have options too. Just like women want options. They want a man with so much money, 6 feet tall, and we can have standards too. And because we have to weigh the emotional cost of dating a woman with children, we have to weigh the financial cost of that. We have to weigh so many different things. And if you have the option to have or not have to weigh those options, then I'm gonna, at my tender age, you're not gonna find too many women of my age that don't have children, but at least they're grown and gone. Now, if they're grown and still in the house and she still have to provide for them, take care of them, then that's an issue too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I have so much, but I don't want to just vomit it all out here. I want to, pass this thing around so we can get everybody else's opinion and, see what it do.
Okay.
Should
Well,
men-
that's a good one.
Men date single mothers. I know a lot of us have,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but if you had the option, now I can't even, y'all can't say much
Why?
because y'all
Why?
are in entanglements that are,
No,
not
it's-
marriages that.
no, we I'm a grown ass man.
But-
keep it that way.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go, on the across the line, the divider, but yeah, I'm,
I think it's a man's prerogative whether he wants to date it or not. I don't think we should. I feel men are shamed when they say that they don't want to date women with children. They make us look bad. Like, oh, what's wrong with you? They just as good. Not saying they're not lovable.
Mm-hmm.
It's just circumstance.
And they love him because they got children.
Yeah, they got children. They
do.
active.
So they love him.
They
Yeah,
active.
They got to see.
Yeah. I'm gonna find a man.
Well, I think it's, if that person, if you and that person like click, the things you discuss and y'all both are on the same page, and we know that if the young lady have children, and if we're going forth with it and making plans, that it's a package deal.
Right.
So, but I mean, you have some women that don't get to the promised land. When I say promised land, I mean the marriage and everything. You got some women that have children and they get with a dude and they got another child on the way, by this guy, and then you got to see if he planned on sticking around, or or if he just just stopping by for a few minutes. So but I've been in several relationships where the women had children. Two. Well, do I count the first one? If it's a divorce, it shouldn't count as a marriage, right? Yeah. Can we get no? Yeah.
I have no clue.
Well, I'm saying if you've been married before and it's a divorce, do it still count?
As a single mother?
No, as marriage.
Still counts.
Is that okay? Well, anyway, my first wife
Huh?
had a daughter, and I was going to say current, but then that would have brought on some problems. My wife now had kids already. So, and then also when I was single, we end up messing with women that have children.
You?
I've had, yeah, it happens to me. It happened to me often, but I can, probably count on one hand how many women I was involved that didn't have children, and then maybe one or two that didn't want kids. So, and I think that's probably where Canoe that's benefit the ones that don't want no children.
Oh,
yeah. So
I depends on the bank account. I start a whole new tribe.
What?
You know what I mean?
Not at this
age. Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Would you?
Man.
Yes. Because I love family that much.
I love family too, but I don't
Bless
want my
your heart.
kid coming out with a beard,
Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
or
You wanna be
looking
around.
like an old man. Yeah, I didn't see some old ass kids.
I see them
Nah,
old kids,
yeah.
all by the face.
Yeah,
And some that have knowledge beyond their years.
yeah. Elementary school, and he looked like he getting ready for retirement.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen some of them.
He got decent credit.
Right. Yeah.
There's so many layers to it,
It is.
right? So we're talking about at what age?
Yeah, let's
Mhm.
start
Are
off
you
with the
dating?
young man.
Yeah.
At what age are you dating a woman with kids? Because it looks way different if you're 20 something versus 40 something versus 50 something.
Right.
Yeah, and that was something that I was touching bases on.
Mhm.
Because when you're younger, the question, when we were younger, it was, do you have any kids?
Right.
Then the next stage of our life was how many kids you got.
Yeah.
And the next stage after that was how old are your kids?
Right.
And then now at this stage is how many grandkids you got.
Yeah.
Are your kids still in the
You don't
household?
get that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you still taking care of them?
Kids in
Yeah.
the house.
You know what I mean?
Excuse me.
Because that's a determining factor for me. If they could have a child that is 25 and still living at home, that means she is still taking care of that child like it's a child. Normally, especially don't let it be a male child. There's too many dynamics that are involved with that. You got to work on so many hoops. Yeah, it's
That's why I'm gonna stick with 4. If you're going to, if it's based upon where you guys are. Look, we have an understanding. If it's just a physical situation, then it's just a physical situation. You govern yourself. If it's somebody that you may be interested in later on, I'm a stickler for somewhere between 6 to 9 months. Because if it's just physical, then yeah. But if it's worth it, take your time with it.
but
Especially if they have children.
especially if they have children.
Many,
Because I asked the woman a question. This question: well, if your child doesn't like me, that means we're not together, right?
It makes a difference.
And they was like, no, not necessarily so. I was like, yeah, definitely so.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
sometimes a child cannot like you because just for the simple fact you're not that child's dad.
Mhm.
So your authority,
as well as the gender. As well as the gender.
All
plays
that
a part.
Mhm.
your authority in that dynamic is limited.
Mhm.
And just me, and I'm talking with my deeper voice, me, Kanoon, I have to have a certain level of authority that no child is going to trump my authority.
Mhm.
Just like in that movie with what's the name? Tyree got
Yeah.
That son, that
Baby
old.
boy.
That's
Yeah.
what you sending me back to. I'm thinking about that right now. In
Yeah.
that moment,
But-
I got the authority.
It doesn't even have to be that drastic. It could be like, it's too many hoops you got to jump through to, and I want to get to the part where maybe that is a point. If they parent their child really well, I want to say on the other side that child can be a benefit too.
Hey, this
But
was
how
I'm sorry.
much does that happen?
Yeah, this
I think
hold up,
it
Trev.
can happen often.
This comment come way across the water. This is Mr. EP.
EP.
Are there any benefits to dating a woman with kids?
That we was just about to
You
get into that.
Yeah,
That's what we discussed.
you know she's doing it. First of all, I mean let's keep it 1,000.
I don't think he's talking about.
Oh, that's not what he's talking about. Oh,
He's
wrong
talking
benefit.
about the benefits of
Yeah, that's a benefit. Come on, Trail, help me out.
of them having children. What's the pros of a woman? Have you experienced that, Mark?
I have.
Any pros of a woman that had children? You're dating her, and you was like, "Dang, this child is amazing." I could see how this.
Well, yeah, but it comes with some stuff that we need to talk about, also, right? I think it's inherent for us to be parents. Y'all, I know you guys, right? So we're gonna be good parents, right? We're gonna pour into the kid. We're gonna invest in the kid. We're gonna expose the kid, and that appreciation, that fulfillment when you see that they're accomplishing goals. I think that's a great benefit, right?
Mhm.
It may not be a kid.
Right,
We pour into other people's kids.
right.
But to that same detriment, man, it's sheesh.
My good consultator said Section 8 of food stamps.
That's a benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta realize too, when
Actually,
you
that's
date
true.
someone too, though. If you break up with her, you break up with the kid. That's
Yeah.
a cold thing.
Yeah.
That is
Those gonna be my
Yeah,
last
yeah.
question. Those gonna be my last.
That is a cold thing.
Please let's save that.
Yeah.
So there are
That could
benefits.
be a
Oh yeah.
Because if you love, well, it's dating, right? You gotta make there's a distinction between dating and marriage.
Right.
But if you're dating her and you're trying to see if she's wifely material, if you choose to date a woman with kids and that kid gets involved in the relationship, and that kid is a wedge, it's gonna be hard. If that kid is like
Stupid.
I don't know if they're what am I missing?
Why won't lions do it?
Right.
Yeah. Well, and EP, you like jumping ahead of the show. You know what I mean?
Different
We was go get to that. You know what I mean?
in a different jungle. It's a
Yeah,
different jungle.
But
right?
most in the animal kingdom, most the child is thrown out
Yeah.
or killed
Or kill.
Mm-hmm.
because there's a new king in town.
Yeah.
We don't need your bloodline. Let's talk about even in the Bible. Bloodline and lineage is very important.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're taking care of somebody else's lineage, furthering somebody else's biology and not our own.
Right.
That's where I back up from it, you know, and it's easy to say, yeah, I want to be, you know, helpful to the world. But you know,
right.
it started, you got to take care of your own. And to Irvin's point, the benefit now, if that child is really disciplined, I could see how that child could be a benefit to a man. And I've even asked the question of a woman, what benefit would your child be for me? You know what I mean?
I have too.
And
I
a
know
lot
that
of them
is-
cannot answer the question,
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
but you have an answer.
Well, the thing that I see is men of our mindset, no matter how young, can also become mentors to some of these young men that have a desire to be a great person, have something within them to be a great person. And oftentimes it's their football coach, basketball coaches, and soccer coaches that help bring that out and ignite that in them. If that football coach dated his mama, he would be okay. May even perform a little bit better. You got some kids that some of the life that you live and the receipts, because success and failure both leave clues, right? But if I see that you yielding is bringing good fruit, hey, I want to roll with him.
Yeah.
I want to. I gotta let my daddy ain't around.
Mm-hmm.
I want to let you. Man, he be clean. I see him in an ascot on a hat. I want to. You have helped some kids even look better, as a result, feel better, and wherever they were after you mentored them in that area of their lives with fashion or whatever else, Daddy, you've touched that kid's life. I'm almost right up on promising that if his mom and to help him do that, and you were the one that did it, he might give you a thumbs up.
Yeah,
Same for you. It's like, hey, nah, man.
That sounds
You
good.
see what he's doing? No, I'm cool. That's just a particular situation that I'm addressing. So that's why I said there could be a benefit.
There could be, I guarantee you there could be, but the likelihood of it is very slim to none.
If you're,
I'm just saying, I don't know how many single, but I dated quite a bit, and sometimes you can't help but to date them. They look so good. You like I gotta figure out how we can put this little Johnny to bed. You know what I mean? Get him little Johnny out the bed.
if you know what I mean? Homie, it ain't little Johnny. Johnny gonna go to bed because he higher drunk.
Hey.
Why you can play it with Johnny?
Hey, Benadryl always works.
But I just really feel like the parenting and then wow, it's just such a dynamic, and I know you guys deal with it, but it's a heavy load to carry, especially when you're traveling uphill by yourself. You know what I mean? If that child is not being an effective child in the household, I don't see the benefit of, you know, being with that woman. You know what I mean?
My thing too, she also has to be okay with allowing you to be a leader or a disciplinarian to that child or kids. So I I didn't have to work hard at that.
Mm.
You know,
You say it depends on the age, though.
it
of the
well
child.
see this is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. When Linda and I started seeing each other, she still had 3 in school, and her youngest one, he's I think he's going to be a sophomore next year. Never had an issue out of any of them.
Mm.
You know, like I tell them, I'm not here to fill nobody's shoes. I wear my own. You know, and I don't have a problem with, you know, if you need to talk to me, call me, or you know, if I'm there or whatever, let's work through it, whatever the situation is. But understand the respect level when it comes to her and I, because now she's under my wing. So, and that's all. You know, the main thing for me, and it comes from us, you know, growing up when we did, is the respect factor.
Yeah.
That's huge. We
Yeah.
we have done shows on about the respect from,
Yeah.
you know, so that's where I'm governed at. And long as that's cool. Now, of course, no, you're not, you know, you might have a kid that may be a little lazy, may not want to do chores, but hey, look, you want to eat? You know, you want shoes? You want to go to school with shoes and clothes?
Right.
Okay. Well, since you're not working, then this is the offset. This is how this happened. And I've never had, you know, she got 3 of them is grown.
You are super blessed for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's not the norm.
No,
It's
I
not
know.
fine.
Oh,
Most
God.
it's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
So, I mean,
Tell them
I
what you
think
did
that's-
with Mark.
That's why this conversation is so important, because you need to be able to make a good informed decision
Mhm.
Yes.
if you're dating, and know that if you're going to date a woman that has kids, those kids can be wedges between you and your woman.
Mhm.
Now, it's one thing that you say, are there benefits to it? Yeah, probably, but for the most part, probably not, because all of a sudden, you know, this kid sees you as
You're spending more
obstacle.
time with him than me now.
Yeah,
It's a
you know,
jealousy
something
thing.
happens.
Yeah.
something always happens.
Yeah.
Something
They may-
always happens.
They may talk to you crazy. They may do some stuff that's, you know, like, who do you think you're talking to?
Mhm.
And in that situation, that's why I'm a stickler for taking your time,
Mhm.
especially when a young spirit is.
Mhm.
Especially,
It's worth it for all parties involved.
Mhm.
I can't do the you know, I see you, I like you already.
You-
But you guys know where I stand with that.
you say
Right.
take your time if the young child wasn't even involved.
You're
You
right.
know, so it's
You're right.
it's a
Take your time.
Now-
take your time all across the board.
Right,
But when you don't have that,
Right.
With a child.
Yeah.
But especially with a kid.
especially
No,
with a
seriously.
child.
Because
Yeah.
it's at some point
Yeah.
that kid may get to see you, especially
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
on the age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I
definitely.
mean? And we're going to address Mark's point later.
They
How
see
you
how
walk
you
away from
move.
that kid
They see how you
situation.
move, and they
Your
know
life you took.
that, you know, hey, he a no nonsense person.
It is so
You know.
many obstacles to having it's like the obstacles that can thwart this relationship outweigh the ones that gonna make this relationship better. You got to deal with the baby daddy,
Yeah.
whatever, who the ex-husband or whatever. You got to deal with him,
You have to do it intelligent.
and if you got to deal with him, a lot of times he still want to be with her, so he's a lot of times
In some cases, yeah, I
he
believe.
still want to be with her,
In
and
some cases.
if she has somebody else that's of a certain caliber that's coming into her life, he gonna be like, oh hell no. He gonna start thinking like, dang, I fucked that up.
Yeah, she did.
I need to
Yeah.
get him out the way so I could get back in there. So I'm utilizing my child. So what's your mama in there
All right. Speak
doing?
on that.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah. He just dry snitching you out like, you know.
But-
and then the dude is gonna say something stupid. And when the dude got more authority in the relationship,
Wow.
excuse me, than I do,
Right.
and here we goes with authority again. I have a problem.
Why would you date somebody that's still dealing with your co-parent in a toxic manner?
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You don't know that. She could tell you we're good. We parent together. You know what I mean? She could tell you that.
All right.
and it not be the case. No, he doesn't want to be with me. He doesn't. I'm gonna go over there,
You know what?
sitting on the couch, scratching his, thinking about a way he could get back in the household.
On who couch? Her couch?
No, his couch, thinking about.
Oh, well, yeah. As long as he's thinking about it on his couch.
And scratching his head and his scrotum, thinking about like, how can I get back?
By the time you start dating her, you don't know that?
She should be done.
A lot of times they don't divulge, or women sometimes can be so naive, and I don't think they're really naive. They know that man still wants them, but they don't tell you that.
Look,
because you know it's going to be a problem.
No,
you don't have to worry about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
But you're agreeing with Canone, Trevor. How? You just said, why would a man deal with a woman like that has those problems?
Right, but
he's saying don't date a woman like that.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying.
I thought you just said you never know.
You didn't. If you don't know, you don't know until you know.
Well,
you don't know until you know.
Like I said, it all depends. And first of all, it starts with her. She has to know what you're willing, what you're not going to tolerate, what you're willing to deal with. Just like with her. I don't have an issue with her and their father.
You put your foot in.
Still communicating. You know, as long as it's not no disrespect.
Right.
Because you get one shot. When the disrespect, because you're going to check in. And if I see that and I don't mean no soft shit, you know, you gonna make sure he get the message.
Write the script for her?
I'll do that. I'll make sure you gonna get he gonna get the message. But just like one of her sons right now, he's in the IFL, so he playing ball. But when he was coming out of college, and the decision, trying to get a agent and all of that. I just told her, I said, well, my boy, his son plays he got agent. And I left it right there. Now it's up to them. From there, I'm not finna get involved in all of that unless he asks. If he asks me, well, Kev, what do you think? About X, Y, and Z. And I'm gonna tell him what I think. But the thing is the decision is yours. It's your ultimate decision. Now, like you were saying with something, damn, I just lost my thought. What you was just saying about, yeah, for real. But as long as everything is set, put in place. Now, when we see each other, and it's not that often, we greet each other, and she just told me just recently, like, man, dude, it's cool. Kev is cool. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all the parent. So it's gonna start there. Now, if you ask me, babe, what do you think about then? And I have talked to each one of them. If there's an issue, and I give them my opinion, and then I move on. But I've always let the door stay open to if you need holler. You got my number. Call me. Whatever you want to do. But no, I'm not gonna tolerate. You not putting everything on the table. Like if this dude still got feelings for you, you got feelings for him, then y'all just need to be together or work that shit out.
It doesn't even have to be that. Let's flip it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Your child come to you and say, my stepdaddy spanked me.
Went through that.
What do you do?
You want to know?
I'm talking to this guy.
Yeah. I'll answer.
You gonna answer for him?
No, I was gonna answer after him.
What do you do? I mean, you guys haven't had that conversation. He's probably been dating her for a year. They're really together, and he spanks your daughter.
He's not gonna spank my daughter because I will be present. Period. I am taking, if I have to. He will know the reminiscences of where I stand with my daughter before he spanks, entertains the thought, or my daughter does something worthy of being spanked.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I take preventative measures before I have to respond because my response ain't good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not scared of or concerned of what's going to happen to him. I'm more concerned with controlling my 0 to 10.
See,
So the reason why they would be safe and they would be okay is because my daughter is with them. I will do what it takes to protect my daughter. But before she even goes into or finds a man that she may be interested in, she's already been back and forth to court to know that I have every right, fall for the right, pay for the right, to make sure that my daughter is with me and is with my care, at least starting off with half the time. If you want to get into a relationship before that, during that, or after that, go right ahead, because I have no desire for you. My love now is for my child. So as a result, if you spank my child and my child has the understanding of who her father is, and if I get the opportunity, whether I drop her off or whatever else, hey man, look, I'm Trevor. If you have any issues with her, here's my number. Hey, how is Leilani? Or how is my child? Sorry. I'll call that guy. Hey, I'm going to go pick her up at such and such. Am I meeting you or am I meeting her? Okay, great. I'll see you in a little bit. If my daughter wishes to do something for her family or with her family, I'm not going to send my daughter home and that's it. I'm going to send something back because you're going with them. So as a result, he got a cigar and a drink. There goes some food that me and you cook together. Take it with you. I can't eat it all anyway, but you want to take it to your mom and the guy she's dating and whatever else. There you go. Because I love the hell out of my daughter before somebody puts hell in her.
Yeah. So you bring up a great point, but I'm saying now, say you're that guy that's dating her, and you guys already talked about you and the girlfriend that you're dating. You can talk about, I need you to discipline her, and you went ahead and you disciplined her. So you're saying that's why I'm saying that it's still a dynamic for if you're that guy that is dating her. You still gotta you still gotta deal with the father.
It's a bad deal. If you're dating this woman and she got a kid by some other dude,
Yeah,
and he still got to say so, and the child being disciplined, okay, that's fine. But it's okay for me to feed your kid.
Yeah.
It's okay for me to hide your kid, develop your kid's character.
Yep.
Be there for your kid, listen to your kid, be there, and even be willing to die for your kid, because if your kid's with me, I got to make sure your kid's good no matter what.
Yeah.
But I can't discipline that
I
kid.
cannot discipline.
Well,
Yes.
So
what
do you mean by this?
We just said it's
however,
Anybody trying to hurt nobody? If you
Right.
love somebody, you're not gonna hurt them.
yeah.
Okay.
If you let your kid be around somebody enough to let them love on your baby mama, take care of your kid in the house overnight, clothe them, feed them when they out, your kid is fed. The person loves your kid. Period. You ain't gonna hurt nobody you love like that.
See, that's
So
that's
How about a spanking?
Well, first, I had a situation with my first wife, and we weren't married at the time, but their daughter went and told her dad that I spanked her, and I didn't. So, and it happened. So when I got home, she told me what happened. She said, she went back and she told her dad that you spanked her. Although she already didn't talk to him at the car, I said, call him. She said, call. I said, yeah, call him. So when she called him, I said, hey, bro, look, check this out. I said, I don't know why she told you that. Well, we know why, because she want you and her mom together. So, but I'm letting you know, I didn't. I said, I'm coming to you as a man to let you know I didn't do it. I said, now it's up to you now. The ball is in your court. So if you want to take her word for it, or you want to take my word for it, if you take her word for it, then we can deal with it by any means necessary.
We gotta go there with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That way we can clear the air.
So there's again, and no matter how you paint it, you're still gonna have her baby daddy complications.
in that
to a
situation.
degree,
In that situation.
because it's still up to him. Since he know that he can't be back with the mom, now it's his choice on how
we
involved he
just
want to
talked
be
about
or
different
whatever.
scenarios where you are not paramount in this household, and that's the main thing for
Exactly.
me. And dating and really getting serious about a single mother is like, I know I'm gonna be playing second fiddle to even the children. How many times you
How do
hear?
play second fiddle?
Listen,
Oh my God.
listen. You're not you safe in a home over there. You stay over there, safe in the home.
They have different realities.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I'm saying that there are women that say, you know, my children. It's understandable. My children are gonna come before you.
No.
And I'm like, cool.
In my house.
And if we're seriously dating, she's gonna say, my children come before. I'm gonna take care of my children before I take care of you.
Well,
Right?
it should be some
So
line of
this is-
communication.
So why
This
are we
is
dating?
what we're experiencing. I'm saying that's the thing that
So why are you dating?
you date for a lot of reasons.
You want
You
some
know what I
coochie?
mean?
Then, like I said
It's
before,
a lot of coochie.
let's
You know,
let it be. If it's gonna
you-
be physical, let's let it be physical and let's enjoy that. Let's not complicate it with your baby's daddy, your children coming first, me taking them to practice, me spending money, me mentoring them. I'm not doing that. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Know the difference. And if you're going in there with just for a good time mentality, let's let
Well,
it be.
sometimes it starts out as a good time and it ends up as a long time. You know what I mean? Because a good time was so good.
Well, you ain't on
that
time.
I'm just saying it possibly can go that way. You'll be like, how can I deal with this child? I really care for her, but how can I deal with
If
this
it's to
child?
that extreme, Kanoon, like you said, if she's telling you, look, my kids come first. You know, if there's no line of communication to where we could say, okay, well, when your kids say it's a situation, we'll sit down, we'll discuss it, we see how we can help them. Same thing if it's mine. If my kids is in a situation, we'll sit down, discuss it, and we'll see how we can help them. That I'm open to from now to the grave. But if she just telling you just straight out, my kids come first, then she done said it.
She gotta show me that her kids come first and how, in what way, because if you gonna tell me, if you gonna show me, if you're gonna wrap me a red flag, then who's it on?
It's on you. It's on you.
You going over to my house and you running shit, huh?
We're talking about dating.
No.
We're talking about dating.
Right.
Let's make sure we put
Right.
put under that.
So
Yeah,
if we're
we're
dating, and let's say your kids come over. Nah, they're not playing football in the fucking house. We come over. No, you little motherfucker. You want to piss with the lid up. Excuse me. But listen, nigga, you're 9 years old. Why are you drinking Hennessy? I mean, it's
certain things. Yeah,
You,
you right. It's not gonna do.
if I'm driving,
Yeah.
hey, little nigger, don't stick your wiener up the window. Hey, tell your daughter that she don't need to be flicking motherfuckers off and showing her titty. I see it in the rear view. Fuck, we in my car. We in my car.
That you put the gas in.
And I'm driving us to dinner. Excuse me, lady. In the
But
double
you
fuck,
see it
did
so
your
much-
did your 9-year-old order 2 lobster dinners? No, ain't that a kick in the dick?
Yeah.
And by the way,
Yeah.
why on earth is this 9-year-old still drinking Hennessy?
Yeah.
It's certain shit,
Shit,
man.
yeah.
If it's in your
It's
shit,
disrespect.
and you running shit, why in the double fuck would somebody else tell you my kids come first?
Do you know? Obviously,
no.
you don't know that
In my
is going
car,
on.
We know it happens.
Come on,
It just
man.
know it happened to him.
No, I'm saying it's going on more than
No, I
more
agree.
than what he's saying. The opposite
agree.
is going on.
Yeah.
He's in a different reality. I'm talking about the real reality of the world. There is a lot of women that are
Yeah.
you see it
Of
all over
course.
all over the internet.
And those are the
when a man disciplined that she kicked the man out because the man disciplined her son.
Say that again. She did what?
She kicked him out.
She kicked him out.
So
of
he
her own
living
house.
with her.
Did she kick him out of her own? She kicked him out of his own house,
Or
or did
hers.
he kick?
I don't know
of
if they
her house.
shared it together, but
Just
he got
asking.
kicked out.
Just asking.
Yeah. It
You-
sounds.
you-
You're
saying-
just gonna have to leave.
It's a lot of times you can get kicked out of your own house.
Then I'm
Mark,
gonna drive away.
Am I right or wrong? There's a lot of men that got kicked out of their own house.
Happens a lot.
So I'm saying
It wouldn't happen.
it's not like you saying it's like an anomaly that it happens. It doesn't.
He may not be exposed to people like that, but it happens a lot.
No,
But let's have this
Exactly.
I
conversation.
do believe it does.
Let's have this conversation. There are certain standards that we have, and certain things we go for and we wouldn't go for.
Mm.
There are certain dudes who want a woman, like somebody made the comment about the food stamps and they
Mhm.
want a woman
Section
that
eight.
just got it like that, and they can be like their woman's other kid. They want to be
They could
coddled like
benefit.
that. They want
They could benefit from it.
that's how they get down. They want to
Yeah,
benefit from
yeah.
a woman like that.
Mhm.
To some of us, it's like, dude, ain't no way my woman doing nothing for me. I got everything,
Mhm.
right? Some of it like, no, I need to go 50-50. It's all types of dudes. You gotta
Right.
know who you are.
Right.
But at the end of the day, especially when you get older, with this question on this topic, you want to ask yourself, would you tell your son to date a woman with kids?
Mm.
Hell no.
And my answer is hell no.
Hell no.
It's not, there's no major benefit for you,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Because you have to start asking yourself at some point, how does this benefit me? I see how I benefit her. I see how I benefit the kids.
So at his
How
age-
does it benefit me? You have to ask yourself that. I would
Yeah.
tell my son,
Right.
Yeah.
how does this relationship benefit me?
especially at their age. Especially at their age.
At
We
any age.
know
At any
the
age.
monkey may
age.
At any age.
she's giving monkey and the monkey may be excellent, but
That's what does it.
where or exactly? So we it's like it's like me telling.
She only got four. We both.
Sorry.
So it's me.
Go ahead and order the lobster.
How much women are
Oh God.
hard time submitting to a man's provision. And if a woman isn't willing to want or to do, then leave. Simple.
Period.
Let's go over that again, because I don't think
Because
we-
women are in survival mode as single mothers and have a hard time submitting to a man's provision.
provision. Yes.
And if a woman isn't willing to or want to do, then leave.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah, yeah.
I just put in the
I totally
Mhm.
agree with Miss Love.
Mhm.
You got some love going on there.
Yeah, but there's certain men who are not
Right.
willing to provide entirely.
And-
And this like I had a friend of mine I talked to today, and she said, "Well, what are women supposed to do? Who are the women supposed to date then?" And I said, "Well, fine. My thought and reply would be, find a man that will."
'Cause
date a
there
woman
are
with
men
kids-
that
with
will.
kids. Yeah, there are men that will.
There
Oh, yeah.
are men that will.
Sure.
I just seen a friend the other day, and she said she has a man that, he was willing to accept her children.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, God bless.
I mean, my thing is if you see there is a future for you guys, then like I said, it's a package deal. So and vice versa. I mean, just like I know some guys, they go on a dating site and this, that, and that.
Yeah, I would say I do it.
Okay, well, I'm glad you said. I was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
referring to you, but
Yeah.
when I said that,
I'm not ashamed of what I do.
Can we y'all? Can we let Kevin finish? Because he had me until little monkey sound effect shit. And I was rapping what you saying. Then we went with monkey.
yeah,
And then
that
we
killed
got
everything.
And then y'all,
Ah.
Can we with the monkey?
But it's like
oh,
so, and I went on. I got on there for a little while, but it really wasn't to date. And the number one reason why is because I know I still have minor kids.
Mm.
So, but I just wanted to know what type of women are on this site, and a lot of them hit, but all of them pretty much kids was grown.
Oh.
So it's like I'm not finna waste your time. I got minor kids. You have the freedom where you can get up and go anytime you want to.
Right,
I don't
that's
have that freedom.
Yeah, that's another
Because I gotta, you know, I got 2 minor kids, so I can't do that.
they want
So,
you to
and-
pay for the babysitter.
So I just wanted to see what type of women and where it was,
For sure.
and the majority of them had grown children, and it wasn't nothing. You know, it's cool. I'm not finna bring that to your doorstep because you are used to leaving whenever you want to, travel, go out of town or whatever, whenever you want to, at a drop of a hat. So I'm not finna impede your progress. So, but
See, that's commendable of you, but most women don't want to do that because they say if you choose not to date them, then they look at you like, well, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? Like you
mhm.
can't date single mothers like that. I mean, they really admonish men that choose not to do that.
Mhm.
And then my grandmother used to always say, yeah, you got one of them ready-made families.
Mhm.
That's what
that's
she
it,
called
yep.
a woman with
That's
already
it,
with children.
Yep.
It's
Codependent
already
is.
ready
Yep,
made. That
it's
family
ready-made.
instant. Just add water and mix.
Yep, that's
You know
it.
what I mean? A
That's it.
ready-made family. And I was like, damn,
Yeah.
ready-made family.
Mhm.
Yeah, you over there with that ready-made family. So it was like a thing of like she didn't want you to be that
Pretty
way.
right.
You know, you
Yeah.
start your own children, your own lineage, and we back to that. I you know,
Okay,
Mhm.
so with that being said, I'm gonna ask you guys, do you guys have some things that if a person were to be attracted to and was interested in dating a woman that had children? I wrote down a few things that I would say that a person should at least consider. Either we can discuss it or you guys can tell your perspective
Mhm.
on serious considerations in dating a woman that has children. One, would you meet the person with their children?
I think that should come later.
Much later.
yes, I would say later.
Later? In
I know you're totally the opposite.
right.
Yeah.
I
already know
For me, it really doesn't matter because I am not going to come into, I'm sorry, your child ain't gonna come into our relationship. I'm coming into your relationship with your child if you have a healthy relationship with your child. I am not here to date you, and I don't like you already. I just think you're attractive, and that's cool.
Mhm.
But we got to take some baby steps because your young spirit is involved. So we would have to be friends first.
Mhm.
And then when we realize afterwards that, we're trying to be friends and get to know each other, understand each other, our habits, our ways, our views, our perspectives. Hey, you know what? Before we go too much further, this ain't going to work. But, the kid ain't hurt, you ain't hurt, and I walk away with roses.
Mhm.
You guys have, well, why would you not want to meet her? Okay, why would you say you'd meet the child later?
It's better for the kid.
Yeah.
You don't want the kid and your mother exposed to all these different dudes. Next thing you know, the kid gonna be like, "Hey, I don't know what to do with the blue convertible. Where he at?
Mhm.
Or what happened to that
I like
dude
him.
that-
Mhm.
I liked him."
Yeah.
So you have a relationship, and oftentimes, all of a sudden, you're here, bam, this is mommy's friend, and this is who mommy is dating, this is who mommy's going out with, blah, blah, blah. And the kid is like, wow. And the kid's mind, yeah, y'all already at the altar, and I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't got no say so. He got my mama now. Now he gonna have some time. Now he means
Your first question was
it's a
dating.
whole bunch of right. So if we're dating,
Let the kid be exposed later.
Mhm.
See if you even like her. Dating is getting to know someone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
collecting
Right.
data.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I think even men of high caliber will maybe even drop a notch and get a woman with kids or multiple kids if he really digs her that much. If the chemistry's popping and she's all that, she got great character, and she just just have to have kids, well, maybe we can make something work. But if you just getting to know her, why would you even expose that kid to being introduced to different dudes like that?
Okay, so that's all.
Especially if she
back to
has
what I was saying
multiple
before.
baby daddies, you got to deal with multiple characters.
right.
For sure.
That's what leads back to what I was saying before. Like you said, later. So by the time later comes, you realize that, hey, you know what? Either it could work between me and you so far, or it's not. So that was my second question. Is sooner or later, right?
Yeah.
You said later. What did you say?
Later.
You said
We all say later,
Later,
except
yeah.
you.
I said it doesn't matter. It's not cookie cutter.
No, but I
Is that
know
person-
your stance.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing to consider. Does that person code switch between you and their child? For example, 1 minute I'm, hey, how you doing? Hey, Mark, whenever you get a chance, just call me back. Hello, Canoe. But yeah, hi, honey. Yes, I'll iron your underwear. You know, you have that with you have that.
There's not put no starch in them.
You will have that.
Right.
And then, could you hold on for a moment, please?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, sit down. Get your ass off that chandelier. What the
Oh.
hell? They're
Yeah.
a whole different
person.
down
Yeah.
with different people, not
Yeah.
just the kid, but you know, the way they treat other people. And that's I'm a big stickler for that. Right?
Trevor,
And come back and
Get back.
Cool.
Yeah.
well, don't you think they somewhat have to be, especially if the father is kind of absent? She has to switch into man mode to discipline her children, so she's not going to treat you the same way she treats her child. Then we have a Sharon Jones that has a man meeting a single mother's children should mean something. Kids shouldn't be introduced during figuring it out stage. Yeah, us three say that. Trevor,
You don't
he
care.
say
Yeah.
he gonna meet her with the child.
Yeah. They all three gonna go on the date.
date you yet, but
Yeah.
That's
We
my
gonna all go
Yeah.
out and eat.
I like you already. Oh, you fine. You got ass, nice titties, great breasts.
You know, as
Rebel thing.
Hey,
don't
when
do
I
like
was-
that.
Y'all
when I-
take all that
You
in
can't
consideration.
You wake up cockeyed.
when
I don't like you yet. Shit, you got fucked up credit. $650. I gotta pay for everything. I don't like you yet. I just think you cute. Got a nice body.
And I like that thing that oh no.
I don't like too fast. That's for damn sure. I don't like too fast.
you know, when I was doing looking at the show, and I was like, Black children still disproportionately amongst all races are raised by single parents.
Yeah.
And I was like, so at some point, do men have to accept? Is there not enough women with no children that I just have to accept? And I couldn't find the data on that.
Do you have statistics that now to this day, mainly women are raising the children? Do you have
No,
the statistics on
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Where is that?
That it's like 64% of children are in single parent households.
Let me ask you, single parent households versus the mother raising the child.
Yeah, there's two different things. Normally, for the majority of the time, you know, it's the mother that is raising the child.
A good source would be U.S. Census, but go ahead.
Yeah, the courts. I mean,
That number has to be decreasing
It-
because
I'm not.
when I looked it up,
Mhm.
I see the amount of fathers that are going to, and that are fighting for their child. And this is about 10 years ago.
It's
Are
fighting.
winning, are fighting, are getting joint custody or some custody so that they can raise their child. This is 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's a fact. So if you're saying what you're telling me,
Yeah.
and if that's true,
Yeah.
that number is also dwindling. So mention that side of the coin as well, because there's a lot of Black men
I'm
that
not.
are making sure
I'm
that
not.
they're raising their kids, and there's a lot
not-
of other.
But look at
I'm-
look.
I'm in
numbers.
the-
That numbers.
No, I hear you, Trev.
I
But
know it is.
look at. You said 10 years ago. 10 years ago, that was us. Because 10 years ago, a little bit more, a few more years, I was fighting for custody for my kids.
Right.
And it was some like with my daughter, and I just told her that, like, you know, she was young. I didn't know. And then two, most Black men don't really want to have any involvement with court.
Yeah.
Right.
And
They don't even show up.
yeah, because it's a bad
It's a bad
Right.
deal.
Period. So I don't want to go get married at the justice of the peace. I done been on both sides of the court. You know, so a lot of men, and then a lot of men don't feel that they can win.
That part.
completely
That part.
agree.
That part.
I completely agree.
A lot of men feel defeated before they even get
Before
to
even
that.
they even get there.
And
I
I'm
think oftentimes it leans more towards the women.
Of course.
anyway.
Then you have to prove
but
pretty
like you
much
said,
they are
times is
unfit.
changing.
Yeah.
And I would definitely encourage men to implore them
Yeah.
to go. Don't let this court scare you,
Right. Right.
because you have rights and you understand your rights. But a lot of times you feel defeated before you even go to court,
Mhm.
because so many stories are,
Oh,
well,
horrible.
you might as well not even show up,
Yeah.
because
Horrible.
they gonna be against you.
Yeah.
But when
So
they
we go with that narrative,
Right.
and we already come defeated.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've experienced, and I know that there are some young men that turn to us for advice, right?
Mhm.
So whenever they have to deal with a situation like that, they would definitely go to, from what I'm gathering, this is just my reality. Young men are like, oh, how do I do that? How do I do this? That's one of the main reasons why we have this show.
Mhm.
Because if some younger men do listen, they be like, oh, hold on. Maybe I can call in, text, or get in contact with somebody to guide me in the right direction.
Right.
Next question that I had was,
Oh, you still have questions?
does this have a, or for serious consideration? Some things are just considered serious considerations. How well does she budget her time, her money, and her energy between you and the children?
Mm.
Is that
Yeah.
How well does she budget her time, her money, and her energy between you and the children? When I say that's something of serious
Can I say this? And this is one of the reasons that I don't date women with children, is not because I know my children are older and I don't really have to. If she say, let's go have dinner tonight, I can go ahead and pick up and do that. But if I say, let's go have dinner, and she's still has those children in the household, well, let me check and see if I can get a babysitter, My thing is back to where the show started. If I'm playing down here because you, and I don't expect you not to take care of your children. You have to go take care of your children. So you can't go with me. I'm at the liberty to pour all into you, but
Bad deal.
you can't pour into me because you have those, I'm not gonna say baby kids, but something
Yeah,
like
children.
that. You have those children and I get it. They come before me, and I'm saying I'm accepting that.
What if she's trying to budget all of that,
You
juggling all of that,
I'm still
and can
gonna
do it
play.
successfully?
If you
Yeah.
prioritize your budget,
And
I'm still priority number 3 or 4,
so
And
and
I,
that's a bad deal.
and
okay,
I
okay,
understand
so
that too.
you mentioned that. Go ahead. I respect your view. Go
No,
ahead.
I was just telling he has a right. I understand that, and like you said, some of us are fortunate to where we don't have to deal with those things, or that we're able to sit down and we both can lay all our cards on the table. So I get it. I understand
And-
how you feel.
And I commend you guys, because blended families is not an easy.
It's
thing,
not easy.
especially when
it's
you
not
got
easy.
young children.
Yeah.
Anything done with intelligence, ignorance has less of an influence.
But that's how it has to be. And everybody don't get that when they're blended. You have some that go crazy.
And I think it's really incumbent upon the woman to. I can say, my dad chose a great wife when he remarried, because she was like my mother. I could go to her and talk to her before I can talk to my dad. But it's a different dynamic, right?
Mhm.
She inculcated in the family like nobody's business.
So that was a benefit. So that was a
Yeah,
benefit for her to be dating a man that had a child.
Yeah,
So that was a
because
benefit.
She well,
No, more than
Shit.
just a child.
yeah, It was a whole.
Still a
Yeah, it was
benefit.
a flew of them.
Still a benefit.
It was a whole family,
Please,
Mark
and a mother that's my mother, my grandmother, because she didn't have any children, so it worked out perfectly for her.
Mark wanted to chime in.
So it's you said about budgeting between the kids.
Between you
guy,
and the kids,
her-
with her time, her money, and her energy.
I want to replace that word budget with prioritize.
Okay.
And here's the most important part that I'm going to add to this whole segment. The man can potentially come in there, change her life, and stay with her till the end of life.
Mm-hmm.
Why would she not prioritize him
Mm-hmm.
over the kids and everything else at all times? I don't think a man should get with a woman if he doesn't know how to stop everything and prioritize him, because the man is going to take her to the finish line. So the kids are going to have their own life at some point, get out the house.
Yes, that's what we're
Uh,
raising them.
Yes.
The money situation always gets better because if you just keep on working,
Yeah.
money gets better. Money
Yes.
solves money problems.
Keep on working together.
But if you stick with that woman and she makes you the priority, and you're gonna stay with her through sickness and through health, because that's why you're dating to get married.
Mm-hmm.
If she knows how to prioritize you as a man, that's where it is.
That's it. That's it.
If she makes you the priority and understands who you are and what you can do for her, that's where it is.
How serious would you guys say is, or how important is it between the relationship between her co-parent and her? How much does that play a role? Just to get to the next question.
Her,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how important?
it's not important to me.
What?
It's not, because for one, well, it's the dynamic
has to be.
that we're in. Well, they're grown, so that's why I say it's not important.
So
to me.
so currently it's irrelevant.
Right,
When
because
you were younger, how important was it?
oh, it's very important.
Okay. Scale of 1 to 10.
So
Scale of 1 to 10. How
I would
important was it?
say it has to be 8 or 9, if not a 10. It has to be.
Mark,
I-
as we got older, how important was it that the girl and her co-parent got along? A scale of 1 to 10. Had a positive relationship.
Her co-parent? What do you mean?
If
The
you
father?
Yeah.
if you find a woman
Mhm.
and she has a child,
Yeah,
how
the father-
important was it that
her
her and her
child-
co-parent had a friendship? Scale of 1 to 10. Had a healthy friendship.
I don't know. I gotta get back to you on that. I'm not sure.
They didn't want to be with each other. They're just going to go ahead and cooperate and co-parent.
He shouldn't matter.
What?
Yeah.
Next.
yeah, he shouldn't matter.
Okay.
I'm
You were about to-
numero uno
There it is
authority.
there.
Because the whole thing with co-parenting, let's have one parenting style that we all agree to. All this, you do your thing, and I think you're confusing the child
Yeah.
when there's not
Yeah.
we need to coalesce our parenting styles and let this child know that this is what it is. From I don't care if you over there or over there.
Right.
This is what it is.
No
The truth is going to be the truth.
No disrespect to your dad over there, but
Yeah.
this is how this
This-
is going.
this-
And
how
as a
this is
team, we
run.
all gonna run this to raise you. All right. We had a question. It says, question for the panel. Did y'all raise your children in 2-parent households?
Yes.
To a degree.
Yeah. As long as I could.
Yeah. Right.
As long as
Yeah.
I had a 17-year marriage. I stayed with, I did my best because my kids to me were important. It was important to me to be a father, trying to be a good husband. I was doing my best, right? But when things didn't work out, they just didn't work out.
They didn't work
All
out.
right. But I still was extremely involved in raising them.
Mm-hmm.
To such an extent, I'm not even going to talk about it, but it's just, I wanted
get
to be
it.
the best dad I could be.
Right.
So
Successfully closed.
I know this is probably a hard
So what about-
a hard ass question, right?
Oh,
But
Still answering one
I
question.
I know, but I had this on my brain, like especially when it comes to blended families, because you have 2 children. So, do your biological children get, if you're leaving them something, let's say inheritance? Does your biological children get more than your, I don't know what you want to call the other children, stepkids?
bonus kid.
Yeah.
Bonus children. Do they get more? Do your children get more because they're your biological
There's no-
children? Then
There's no
they-
cookie cutter answer for that.
I say yeah.
Yes.
I would
That's
say
a hard-
yes.
That's
I'll say
hard. It's
I'll
not
say
hard.
yes,
It go both
but
ways.
it's not cookie cutter.
Yeah, it go both ways because certain things your kid, just like we know as men,
Yeah.
we may have certain cars,
Yeah.
possessions.
Yeah.
It's going to
my kid.
definitely go straight to your kids.
That's it.
So, but it's okay if you and the mom have insurance policies on each other, just like I told her, whatever you already have in place for your kids
Sure.
is for your kids.
It's what we grow
You don't
together.
have to worry
That's what, whatever
about
we do
me
together. That's what
and,
we
and you know,
are
coming to
concerned
try to
about for
take
sure.
anything. Now, what we do,
Right.
then that if I go first, it goes to you.
Yeah.
If you go first, it comes to me. Nobody should be complaining about anybody getting more or less. If there's properties involved,
Yeah.
then we put that also. Okay, this is what is to be done if in our passing. Period. Everything has to be lined up. So that way nobody have to sit up there and fuss and argue about anything.
Now I know this may lead into another part 2 of the show
Yes.
because we're running out of time, unfortunately. But it's been a great conversation.
Yeah.
I had a couple other questions. One of my questions was, does the gender of the child that is involved matter? For one.
Yes.
For two, does the age of the child matter? And how would you govern yourself? And then lastly, how do you walk away or end a relationship when a child that cares for you is involved?
Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
All the money.
Now, there may be part 2 to the show. We don't know yet, but we did,
How much?
enjoy it.
Yeah, because I mean, you might as well tackle it. I don't know. It's up to y'all.
Go ahead.
The gender, yeah, but I, like I said, with my first marriage, I had a daughter. She had a daughter, so that like was cool. But I still believe that plays a huge part, you know, because it's just, to me, there's maybe a line, so to speak, you know, to a degree. And it all depends on the parent, you know, how much of that you have, you know, slack that you have to work with, you know, because my thing is I'm not going to treat either one of them different. So if I got both of them and I'm out and I come home, they both.
You already treating them different. You just said one, your
But it all-
biological child is going to get more.
No.
then
I
your-
didn't say it get more. Certain things is going to go to them. Like
You
now
you still on inheritance. He's talking about here
Yeah.
today.
Well,
he's talking about 2 different.
That's huge.
Well,
well,
we moved on.
Okay.
but even if grown, if her kids are grown,
They're gonna feel some type of way. But I said where I want my stuff to go. It don't matter.
period. Same thing. That's what I said. Same thing with her. What you have set up to go to your children is fine. I don't expect you to say, well, no, I'm gonna give your kids a portion of this one. That's what I'm saying. Something separate. If that's where we're going, then that should be done separately than what you already have in place. But like I said, most, especially boys, you got boys, you know, and like I said, cars, motorcycles, whatever,
Yeah.
they're gonna want that. They're gonna want that, and they're gonna expect that.
Yeah, as they should.
Yeah. So, you know, that's you know really how I feel about it. Now, unless you know we meet and everything, oh no, leave it to him. You can get that sometimes because if that relationship is tight, especially, and then it has a lot to do with how successful the kids are too. Because if you successful,
Yeah.
and things is moving to no, let him have it, or let her have it. You know, we cool with it. So those things, to me, needs to be discussed. That way, everybody
Yeah.
I think
understands.
so many families wreck because of they left somebody else something that they wanted. It could be something as simply as the deceased person's jewelry. the other person wants it because, and these families have been together.
I
Even
get it.
biological children have
I-
this problem. So
Yeah,
you can imagine the children that are not
absolutely.
biologically tied, they're going to have that. So you bring a great point that it has to be written out. So everything is set in stone, and you're doing it.
And everybody has to understand.
But
Just-
to
yeah.
your point, I do think it matters to a degree what the child is, the gender of the child, because if she has a daughter, I'm going to be a little bit more apprehensive
Absolutely.
and doing anything for the daughter, being around the daughter and the
Right.
mother isn't there,
Right.
because
Right.
there's so many allegations that are not true
Man,
that you can get.
come on.
And this is the whole dynamic why
And it's
you don't want
real.
to date a woman with
With
children,
children.
because,
at least a daughter.
well, I could, it can
Yeah,
go
I
both
know,
ways,
Yeah,
either
of
way,
course.
but especially for a daughter, because it'd be like, oh yeah, he touched me inappropriately.
Mhm.
I yanked her up. Yeah, I yanked her up. I
Right.
touched her inappropriately. Everything can become misconstrued. So I just think that the better off a man is to be dealing with a woman with even if it's without the children. They're grown and gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that aspect is still a thing. You know, I would consider that, because that child isn't, you know, looking for mommy treatment. You know,
Mhm.
I get to spend some time with her. I'm not a selfish dude, but I don't think a
Wants
man
your
is
time.
selfish because he wants to
Mhm.
be in a
Spend time with his
woman's
woman.
life and
Mhm.
be priority in her life
Right.
over some.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, some children.
Absolutely. What was the other one, Trevor? You done? That's it? We got
How
one
do you
more
walk-
comment. Just
Well, we can,
No,
yeah, because we're
Yeah.
running behind on schedule. We have to land this plane. We can read Sharon Jones. Great topic, gentlemen. It's good to hear different perspectives on something that impacts relationships and children. Yeah, blended families is not an easy thing.
it's not.
I'll just,
It's not.
for anybody that is considering that.
It just looked easy on
When
TV.
you're doing it.
No, on TV with the Brady Bunch.
the Brady Bunch.
That's the only time it looked.
Yeah.
Mom always said, "Don't play ball in the house."
Yeah. So we're gonna
Knock it
go
off.
around the any last thoughts, 30 seconds. We're gonna start with you.
If
John?
you go into a relationship, understand that you should be going dating is for collecting data. And if you are collecting data, also do know that if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. And especially in a relationship with children, anything done with intelligence, ignorance has less of an influence. So go through it intelligently with the partner that you're going to choose. If that partner is the correct partner for the business marriage.
Like that.
Kevin.
Mine will be really know that both parties is in agreement. Don't allow what a person can do physically fog your brain, because sometimes,
My response.
and sorry about that, in a lot of cases you get discombobulated because of what a person is doing to you,
What she looked like.
what she looked like,
Mhm.
and all of that. So
I do that sometimes.
we all did that.
I'm just saying,
Do it,
I'm just me.
But that's my thing. Make sure don't be high on the physical to where you can't make sound decisions and where this is going.
Okay. Mark, you wanna? I know you said he took.
He took a little of my thunder, but
Yeah.
I would challenge all men to just ask yourself, how does this benefit me? You have to be selfish in this situation, because
Mhm.
you're the leader. You know where you want to take the family. You know you want to take this relationship. So you have to ask yourself, how does this benefit me, and where I'm taking this relationship, or where I'm taking this life, this journey.
Mhm.
So it's okay to be a little selfish. because
Yeah,
you know you're going
nothing
to take
wrong
care of
with it.
everybody under your umbrella. So you have to ask yourself, how does it benefit me?
Mhm.
How
That,
about you?
it's almost like he took, my thunder too. I
Everybody
believe
my apologies.
men deserve choice, and children deserve stability, and women deserve love.
Yeah.
So the question is, when you mix all that together, is whether the situation is built for everybody to win.
Nice. Nice.
If it's not built for everybody to win, I think there's cases that it can work. I think there's the percentage of it is low, but it takes a fabulous woman to be able to raise up her child, that child is a benefit to a man that's coming into their life. That is,
Yeah.
I don't find that often,
Not often.
but I know it's out there because you two gentlemen are in blended situations. So I would say it's out there, but I just think men shouldn't be shamed because of their choice. If we choose not to date women with
Not at all. Stand 10
that single
toes down.
mothers, don't
Stand
look at
10
us like
toes.
we're weird or
Stand.
like, ugh.
And then too, ask why.
I concur with Canoe.
Yeah.
Yes,
Stand 10 toes down on.
because
on
I
what
wasn't there
feel,
when
bro.
you was making it, but not my responsibility. There you go. Not mine.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in.
Hey,
Check
next
us
week.
out next week, Tuesday,
Yes,
8 p.m.
yes.
Hey, share this content with somebody so we can grow this platform.
Yes.
That's what we're looking to do.
Absolutely.
And cheers to you.
Yes. Have a good night. Good week. What? One more.
This ain't your average, just them good vibes in the middle of the madness. In a good place, let them know what's happening. Let's take it all around the world with a passion. We talking politics, check, relationships, check. Do it for the culture if you really tryna flex. Got 4 brothers on the go, ready set. From the suburbs to the projects, we got the beers and the ball heads. I'm making beers in the ball heads. We got the beers and the ball heads. We the one with the beers and the ball heads.